Hello everyone, my name is Katie Reynolds and I will be discussing the Jigsaw intervention strategy. What is Jigsaw? Jigsaw is a cooperative learning strategy that is designed to build comprehension. With Jigsaw, students learn and master one aspect of a topic and then teach it to other students in their group. Jigsaw is often represented by pieces of a puzzle. As you can see in the first picture, each student has a different piece of the puzzle. Each piece represents a certain aspect of an overall topic that the students must learn about and then teach to the other members of their group. As you can see in the second picture, each piece of the puzzle is essential to the rest of the students' understanding of the overall topic. Jigsaw was developed by Elliot Aronson in 1971 in Austin, Texas. The purpose of Jigsaw was to diffuse racial tension and hostility among students in recently desegregated schools. Austin was previously segregated, and then when it became desegregated, there was a lot of hostility among the diverse students in the school. There were a lot of fights, there were a lot of arguments, and it was overall a very tense place to come to school. And so educators were looking for different ways to improve the classroom culture, and as a result, the Jigsaw strategy was born. And the Jigsaw strategy improves classroom culture by shifting from a competitive atmosphere to a cooperative learning environment. When participating in a Jigsaw intervention, each student is dependent on the other student in order to be successful in their learning about the assigned topic. Students cannot afford to not listen to another student simply because they do not like them. They must listen and pay attention so that everyone in the group, including themselves, can be successful. There are 10 steps to Jigsaw. In step 1, the teacher divides students into groups of 5 to 6 people and appoints one student in each group as the group leader. The group leader's job is to make sure everyone stays on tasks and listens as the other group members are presenting. In step 3, the teacher then divides the lesson topic into 5 to 6 segments and assigns students in each group to a certain segment. So for example, if the students were learning about Eleanor Roosevelt, the teacher would assign students a certain aspect about Eleanor to learn and then teach to the other group members. For example, one student would be responsible for learning about Eleanor Roosevelt's early childhood. Another student might be responsible for learning about Eleanor's time in the White House. Another student might be responsible for learning about Eleanor's life and work that she did after her husband died. After students are assigned their certain segment, they then read and learn about their segment, becoming an expert about it. The 6th step is then the students form expert groups so members from each group can meet and discuss the information from their specific segment. This diagram illustrates how expert groups would work and what they would look like. As you can see at the top, there are 4 groups with different students in them. You can see Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, and in each group they have a certain topic that they are assigned to. And after students have read and learned about their topic, they then meet in what is called an expert group, which can be seen at the bottom of the diagram. All the 1s get together, the 2s get together, the 3s, and then the 4s get together to discuss their topic that they learned about. This allows students to review what they learned, practice their presentations before they teach their Jigsaw group members, and it also helps to clear up any misconceptions that students may have had or add any details they would like to include but had not thought of before. In step 7, after students meet in their expert groups, students then return to their Jigsaw group and present their segment to the members in their group. The teacher's role during the Jigsaw discussions is a facilitator role. The teacher simply monitors each group and provides assistance when needed. And the last step, step 10, the students take an assessment over all of the material they have learned, whether it's a quiz, writing a paper, doing a project, whatever the teacher feels is necessary to have students demonstrate their understanding. Students must complete this assessment. Taking the assessment also ensures that students take the Jigsaw intervention activity more seriously. It ensures that they do a good job in becoming an expert about their own topic so that they can teach the other members of their group. It also ensures that the students listen to the other members because they need to learn about the other topics in order to be successful on the assessment. This picture illustrates just another example of what Jigsaw would look like. As you can see in step 1, there are different colors which would represent the different topics that students are assigned to. Then in step 2, the colors get together in their expert groups to discuss what they have learned about before they present it to their Jigsaw group. And then finally in step 3, the Jigsaw groups get together to present each of their topics. So the red student would present their segment, the blue student would present their segment, so that the rest of the group members can learn about the rest of the topic. Research and rationale. There has been a lot of research to prove the effectiveness of Jigsaw in classrooms. Many studies have been conducted and have shown that Jigsaw promotes higher reading comprehension scores than students who do not participate in the intervention. Students who participate in Jigsaw activities in other content areas often report fewer misconceptions about the material than those who are not participating in the intervention strategy and instead participate in a more traditional lesson. A study was conducted in a second grade classroom, and it was found that these second grade students increased in their learning achievement during the Jigsaw intervention than when they were in a traditional classroom setting in all subjects. Students also reported liking more of their peers as a result of the intervention. Jigsaw can also be used with higher levels of education, including high school and college. A few studies have been conducted in college that have also shown that students have higher achievement and retention of the different aspects that they are assigned to learn about. For example, in one study, undergraduate students had higher achievement and retention of language teaching methods and techniques through Jigsaw compared to conventional teaching methods. And psychology students improved in their performance after participating in the Jigsaw intervention compared to the pre-test before the intervention. There are several rationales that prove that Jigsaw can be very effective. As you can see in the diagram, it compares a traditional classroom setting versus a Jigsaw classroom setting and therefore promotes the advantages of Jigsaw. In traditional classroom settings, the teacher is seen as the resource of information, and it is more competitive as students compete for teacher validation and to answer questions. And often some students are not able to participate as much, especially minority students or students from lower socioeconomic backgrounds, and they may have less advantages in a traditional classroom. However, in a Jigsaw classroom, the students are more active in their learning, and they are seen as sources of information and not just the teacher. Students feel validated by helping others learn. They have to cooperate in order to learn and to be successful in class. And students are empowered, and all students have the opportunity to participate and to have the same advantages in class by being experts of their specific topic and having others depend upon their knowledge in order to be successful. Jigsaw has many uses and benefits in the classroom. Jigsaw can be used with all students in all grade levels. It can be used in reading, writing, math, science, and social studies with students in kindergarten all the way through college. Jigsaw can be used in a variety of ways. For example, it can be used to build background knowledge about a unit of study. It can be used as a way to conduct an author study before reading a novel. They can use Jigsaw to learn and practice how to solve different types of math equations. Jigsaw can be used to analyze different viewpoints in history, as well as viewpoints of historical events or discoveries. Jigsaw can be used to learn about different components of a certain topic in reading, science, or social studies. And it can also be used to review before an assessment. These next few slides are examples of graphic organizers that can be used in a Jigsaw activity. This is a general graphic organizer that can be used in all subject areas. As you can see on the left, this is where the student reads and learns about their specific topic to become an expert. There's a place to take notes for them to use to help teach the rest of their class. And on the right is a space for students to record information that they learn from the rest of their group members about the other topics. This is another general graphic organizer. You can see that there is space at the bottom for students to write facts about their certain topic to then report back to their group. This is another general graphic organizer that can be used. On the left is space for students to record notes about their specific topic that they are an expert on. And on the right is space for students to record information that they learned from their other group members. At the very bottom box on the left side, there is also a space for students to record information that they learned from their expert group. Again, this reiterates the importance of the expert group for students to learn new information that they may need to include in their presentation that they did not already include. And it also utilizes these expert group members as a resource to clear up any misconceptions and to promote the students' overall understanding of their specific topic. These next graphic organizers are more specific to a certain topic or content area. The graphic organizer on the left is a Jigsaw activity for students to learn about different causes of World War I. And on the right is a Jigsaw graphic organizer for students to learn and teach other students about specific aspects of poetry. There are many benefits of using Jigsaw in the classroom. As noted in the many research studies, Jigsaw promotes increased comprehension and achievement in all subject areas, whether it's reading, math, science, or social studies. There's also an increased confidence and motivation and engagement that students have. Students tend to be more confident in the Jigsaw activity because they are allowed to participate in smaller groups, so it provides a level of comfort. They are also given a chance to become experts, so they are seen as valuable members of a group, as other students in the group must rely on them for information. They also have the support of their expert group to help them even if they do struggle with becoming an expert about their topic. It increases motivation and engagement because students are actively learning and actively teaching the other members of their group, and students are very motivated to participate because they know that they need to listen to the other members of their group and provide valuable information to help not only their success, but the other group members' success. It develops listening and communication skills as well. And Jigsaw, again, builds a positive class culture that is focused on cooperative learning. All Great, thank you for listening to my presentation over the Jigsaw intervention strategy. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me and I will be happy to answer them.